Now in this video, I'll be sharing my experience with this travel rewards credit card from Bank of America. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is for you to know exactly what you're getting. And that is exactly what I'll be showing you in this video. You see, this credit card is something that I've had for a while. And to be honest, I don't go around shopping for credit cards just to get the benefits of the credit card. Because I know that credit cards are generally a good thing in the sense that you can use to build credit, you can use it to earn the rewards, but I don't go around doing that. And that is intentional. That is because I know what it means to have a credit card. Whereas in this world that we live in nowadays, a lot of people think, well, it's their money, they spend the money and then they realize that they cannot repay it. So for that reason, I am very cautious of using credit cards. But with this particular one, I just want to share some things with you. I've had this credit card for a while and I would use it occasionally. I prefer to just use my debit card. But when it comes to certain transactions, I would use my credit card for that. If you haven't seen my video about, how I built my credit as an immigrant, you should check that video out because I explained in that video the reason why I had to end up getting a credit card. Where I'm from, we don't deal with credit. We generally have to have cash, pay for it, and it's yours forever. That's generally how we operate, although that is changing nowadays, but you get the point. So when I came here, I realized that I didn't want to have to do with credit. I didn't want to have to get a credit for a car. I didn't want to get a credit for, things in general. To cut long story short, I realized that, in order to operate in this environment, you have to get a credit card. So I decided to get one. I won't be going into the details of the process. If you are interested in that video, check it out. I'll link it up above. I must say something though. Credit cards are generally things you should be very careful about because they're very easy to get and very difficult to get rid of when you incur a lot of debt. Secondly, credit cards generally come with very high interest rates. These rates puts you in a very detrimental position because that means if you don't pay off, that amount grows over the time and becomes a very difficult amount to get rid of. Now every time I use this card, I always make sure I pay it off every time just to avoid the fees and interest rates being accrued on the amount that I hold. Now one thing that I want to set clear is that a lot of people think credit cards are generally their money. Well, it is not yours, it's credit. And that's something that you should be very careful about. Any type of credit, you have to really decide if it's worth taking on or not. And that is why I generally don't use this credit card for everyday transactions, even when I'm traveling. I got this Bank of America Travel Rewards credit card. I've had it for a while. This card has about 47,000 points on it. And I can redeem it in 3 ways. I can redeem it either as a travel statement credit, as a gift card, or cash. If I choose the first one as the travel statement credit, if I try to redeem it that way, I pretty much have to choose expenses that I've incurred in the past. I'll end up getting the money back. Like $7.50 here, I get 750 points. So $7.50, it's 750 points. $16.90, I get $16.90 back. And as you can see, it says here, the travel credit would be this amount. So $24, I pretty much get the money back. But for the second option, I'm going to choose gift card. As you can see, I have options here. Amazon or American Eagle, Amtrak, Apple, Applebee's, and the options goes on and on. Okay, I can even load more. So the point is, I will end up getting this money back on a card that I could use to spend at these places. If I choose, let's assume I choose Amazon, I want everything back. It's going to give me that amount of money on the card. It's going to give me about $379 on the card. So from the explanation on the screen here, you can see that I get more points, more reward if I use the travel statement credit. And this basically goes back, the money pretty much goes back onto the credit card and I can spend it again. Of course, I cannot withdraw it, but it's going to be on the credit card for me to spend. Now, of course, the last option is cash, and you can see for each $25, it will take around 4,166 points. So of course, this is the lowest option to choose from, but again, if you need the cash, that is a reason to do so. One of the greatest benefits of this card is the fact that it has unlimited points, no annual fees, so that means you don't have to worry about any yearly fees on this card. Thereafter, you would have an APR between $13.99 to $29.99. So this is one of the cards that I would recommend if you travel a lot and you believe that you will use this card for what you've gotten it for. But if you're trying to just use it within your area or something and you don't really travel, honestly, I believe that this is not a card for you. Well, I hope that you found some value in this video. I just decided to share my own experience using this card with you, and I hope that you have liked this video. If you find value in it, please give it a thumbs up, and also if you have any questions, put it in the comment section below. I will try to respond to them as soon as I can. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing by hitting the red button below.